Hello and welcome back everyone to my Forex channel. I haven't uploaded a video for a few days now. I'm just going to give you a quick update on where the account is currently. Today is the 30th of November 2021 and it's just turned 10 o'clock and it's UK time. So this was my last trade, and we opened this trade on the 23rd and we closed it on the 26th. As you can see here, it closed in a profit of £3.35, and then we had a few more trades here, here and here. All of them closed in profit, and this one hit take profit as well. So after these trades from the previous week, account is currently up to £347.15. So today we're going to scan through the charts and see if there is anything available, and if there is anything available I will inform you on the pair that I'm going to take the trade on, and I'll talk you through it as much as I can. So we're going to start with the first pair, which is the Euro Chef. I will only talk if I see a trade. If there's no trade, then I will move on to the next pair. Okay, moving on to the next pair, Euro USD. Okay, so Euro USD is currently looking quite interesting. Overall on the weekly we are on a downtrend, but we can see a week of bullish activity, which is indicating a possible pullback. Okay, so the pullback here has been confirmed on the daily. So we have a setup here, and let me just, okay, so yeah, so we have a setup here and we have a stop loss of 59 pips. So what I'm going to do is I could take this trade, but as you can see, my SMA, I like it to actually curl up a bit so that I know that the buy signal has confluence as well. So I'm just going to quickly talk you through it. You can see here, strong downtrend. We had a 2-week pullback and then we had a straight drop, okay, and then a bit of a pullback and then drop again. So now we've got a possible 2-week pullback. Next week the possibility that it could drop, or it could drop during this week, okay, because you are going to be trading against the trend on the daily if you buy here. So what I really want to see here is, this is what I want to see here. You see this buy signal here, okay, and you see the curvature of the MA. Okay, so as soon as this was printed, I would have put a buy order somewhere over here, and there is a possibility that I would have been filled. Okay, so currently the MA is here. This is no good for me. I need the MA to be on this side. So as we can see here, the MA is here, and this is the kind of trade that I don't want to get into. Excuse me, I don't have my glass of Coke with me today, so My throat is a bit dry as well, sorry about that. Yeah, so like I was saying, clear buy signal. Would I want to get into this trade at this moment? I'm not really sure, and all of my instincts are telling me to actually stay away. So what I'm gonna do, since as though we are on a downtrend overall, okay, I'm not gonna take this counter trend unless I can see the curvature of the SMA. So moving on to the next pair, which is the AUD chef. Okay, so I have no setup here as well. Moving on to the next pair, AUD Jpy, nothing here as well. Okay, moving on to chef Jpy. So let's see. Okay, so chef Jpy, we currently have sideways movement between these two price points. Okay, as you can see, we did have a break here, but didn't carry on going down. And it was a 76 pips, 76 pips stop loss. So yeah, possibility he might have been stopped out here with the spread widening at the end of this day closure. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it and I'm gonna wait till it makes a really good break, and then I'll think about entering. As you can see, price is slowly creeping above the SMA, so possibly that price is going to move towards the upside. We go into the weekly, we can see my suspicions are confirmed that this is a pullback. This is a strong rejection here. As you can see, if it does close like this, then definitely we might be seeing a break here and carry on moving up. Moving on to the next pair, AUD CAD. I do not see any setup on the AUD CAD at the moment. I'm currently waiting for this low to break if it is going to carry on going down. As we can see, we're on a level here, and you can see this candle closed below this level, but you can see this this week's candle is currently struggling to move any further towards the downside. Moving on to the next pair, USD Jpy. We saw a massive drop on USD Jpy, and you move to the weekly, you can see that this is on an uptrend, but currently now the market is in consolidation. It's moving sideways. Really there is no direction that you can see that the market is going to move in, so we're going to wait and see how this plays out. Moving on to the next pair, which is the Euro Jpy. I don't see anything available on the Euro Jpy. Moving on to the next pair, AUD USD. AUD USD failed to break today. As you can see, massive rejection. So we're going to carry on waiting and monitoring and seeing what happens on this pair. We're at this weekly zone here. Okay, so we're going to move on to Gbp USD. Gbp USD is okay, so you can see here. Okay, so yeah, there was a sell here, a very quick sell, and it looks like that move is finished, possibly because they've reached their tops here. So now you're gonna have to wait and see what happens at this level. So we're just going to hold back and wait for clear direction before we enter enter on this pair. Next pair, CAD JPY. Okay, so we can see higher high, higher low, higher high, and now we can see price has actually dipped below this high, and if it does break below here, then we have continuation possibly or towards the downside. Currently on the daily we can see nice sell, okay, and then we had this major sell. I think this was Friday's candle, and Monday we had this, Tuesday we had this. So there is a signal here now to actually sell, but the problem is there is also a lot of space for price to actually pull back, and if you enter with say 85 pips, you're sure to get stopped out. So yeah, I don't see anything on this pair at the moment. I'm gonna move on to the next pair, Euro AUD. Okay, so this pair here, you can see this massive move, and now we seem to close here. We had a break of this high, so entering here, and this is 123 pips. So talking here, so this is where you would place, where I would place my stop loss, and then I would go in for a 2 to 1. But we can see this resistance level here, significant. Okay, so I'm actually gonna leave this pair. I'm not gonna risk taking a trade on this pair, and I'm gonna do the same on this pair as well. Moving on to Gbp Jpy. Nothing on that pair. USD CAD. Okay, so this is looking quite interesting. Okay, so we didn't get a break, so we're gonna actually wait for this pair and see what it produces. It has been going up nicely. AUD Ncd, I don't see anything available on this pair. CAD Chef, okay. Okay, so this may be going down further. You can see this level here that is close below. We have this last point here. The way it went down here, that is, you know, one candle. If this is an institutional trading, then what is it? Look at this. Look how long it took. Here in one day they dropped it. Okay, we're gonna move to the next pair, Euro CAD. So Euro CAD nicely going down. Seems to respect this area here. and now we've got a possible close above. Yes, close above the 10 SMA, going down to the thingy. So we have a nice buy opportunity right here. So what I'm going to do is enter a buy order here, and let me see if I'm possibly a bit too late. Might not be. Okay, so we're going to move there. So we're going to actually so it's going to be 44854 44854, and we'll put a stop loss of 100. We'll just put it for now here, and I'll adjust it after I get my trade on. So we're going to go to 3880, and we'll take profit at 45575. 45575. Okay, so we've got this trade in. Okay, we've got 10 pips on the spread, so that will take it to 122 pips. So what I want to do is take it to 122 pips. Wow, this pair is very expensive. There you go. So this is 122 pips. I mean, this is, let me just check something here. Okay, so definitely, yeah, I don't want to be in this trade actually. So there you go. This actually shows why you should use a higher time frame as a guide. You see on the monthly here, you can see this pullback, drop, pullback, drop. Okay, so this candle could be your drop here. You can see here, price goes above, drop, price going above, then it's going to drop. You're going to have to go with the flow unless it's changed and this SMA moves like this. Okay, so at the beginning here, I don't think I want to risk it. Obviously they induced a lot of sells right here after they broke down, and then you see it went up and it carried on going down, so people held, and then within one day just took everything out, and now all of these people who were trading in the sell, possibly their stop losses have been hit, and then after grabbing the liquidity here, price will ultimately start going down in the opposite direction. That's what I believe. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. So if I did not spot that, then it would have been a costly mistake. So it just goes to show that, you know, it doesn't matter how many years experience you have, you can still make mistakes. Euro NZD, is going on here. Okay, so and we have, so let me see how this looks like. Yeah, so there's no opportunities here for me to get in, so I'm going to leave that pair. GBP AUD, so this looks nice. On the weekly we can see, okay, yep, so I'm happy with this pair. Finally it's looking like it wants to carry on moving up. So there was a break here and we are waiting for a break somewhere around here, so in the coming week we may get a setup on this pair. Moving on to the next pair, GBP CAD. Okay, nothing currently on this pair. Okay, nothing on that pair as well. Moving on to GBP Ncd. Okay. So GBP Ncd might be a very good opportunity by the end of tomorrow, but having said that, it could actually start going down because this could be another lower high, and we can see that would fit in line with the weekly time frame. So, and we can see this on the monthly. So yeah, I mean, this may be still this may be the end of this move, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Obviously we don't want to get in too early and we don't want to get in late. Okay, so every day the signal unfolds a little bit more, and until you can make a clear judgment on which way it's going, and then if you get a chance you enter. So at the moment I am not getting that on any of the pairs except for, I think it was the Euro USD. So I'm going to take a look at that pair again and I'm going to see if I've missed anything on that pair. Okay, so this is the pair that I was talking about. I was waiting for a curve of the SMA. I can see this is the candle that is gonna actually turn this SMA into its upward direction, but when you go onto the weekly you can see prices quite far away from the SMA, so you've got plenty of space to pull back into the 10 moving average. So just to get a better understanding, the move actually started from here. Okay, so then we got this signal, we get this signal right here. Now this is a clear downtrend on the monthly, you can see clear downtrend. Okay, the weekly you can see that we're pulling back slightly, and on the daily we can see a buy signal occurring, so this may be a quick buy. What to do. Okay, let me see the closing price. Okay, there, so I'd be expecting the price to come back down here. Okay, is risky getting in, but I do know if this actually closes above, then we might not get a chance to get into this trade. But then again, if you look at the previous week, there was no opportunity of getting into this trade. If you did get in on this candle, then you would have been at a loss, because this candle will come down and hit your stop loss. So you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'll get in for the trade. I do think we have enough space to actually come back here and get next to the 10 SMA, but we can already see rejection. Okay, and these have really big momentum here. You know what, I'm gonna leave it. It's not worth it. So guys, I'm gonna end it here, and hopefully we have a better opportunity tomorrow. So good night, and I hope you enjoyed this video.